Hi traders, Adam Ryan here with Optic Trading, and welcome back to another market recap video covering crude oil. All trends remain up on our monthly, our weekly, and our daily, so the bulls are in control. We're moving higher, and currently we are now in a 4-day balance area. So it was a 3-day balance area, but after today's session being a balance session within the current balance, we now extend that to a 4-day balance. So picking off where we left off on a Friday session, it was balanced, 3-day balance session. We did have a spike low into the close, so this is something we haven't talked about yet in these market recaps, but it's the exact same thing as a spike high into the close. So the spike high into the close we got on Thursday, same kind of rules go into play. If we gap lower, that's generally a bearish signal. If we open higher than the spike close, that's usually a bullish signal. And the reason for that is you got to imagine that, let's say we have a spike high, all these buyers are buying in here, and some of these buyers are taking their positions home over the next day. Now, if they wake up with a gap lower, then they're most likely underwater. A lot of these traders who bought in here are underwater, and they may panic and sell. So you could see a liquidation in the morning, and depending on the context, that could start a whole trend move down. So the same thing for today. We get a spike low into the close on Friday session. If we have a large gap up from this, then a lot of these traders who are selling near the close that are holding positions overnight, they're going to be underwater, and we could see a liquidation. Now, it opened up really close to the close, so we're not really expecting anything too much, kind of similar to the spike high we got on Thursday over here. We didn't really have a gap that much lower. So another thing to note is we are in balance, and we did just test the balance area low on Friday session, so we were expecting rotation back up to the balance area high on this session. Now, we did try to rotate back to the balance area high. We've seen some sellers step in and buyers exhausted. A little bit of a pullback. They tried to retest that area. Sellers came in again, and we started pushing price back down to the balance area low. Now, whenever I see these instances where we're trying to rotate to one area of balance and we fail, I always keep that in consideration, and I just make a note, because that's one of the first signals that we're weakening on the move, or maybe the buyers might be losing a little bit of steam here. But we also got to take context into consideration. So we know that all trends are up. The buyers are definitely in control. We did test back to the balance area low, and they came in again. So I'm still giving the weight to the bulls, but these kind of things are just one little thing that will tip me off. If I start seeing that we should rotate to low to high, but when we're rotating to the high, we start failing, we don't quite get there, I'll keep note of this. And if I see it happening a few times, it can be an early warning sign that we may sell off. But also taking context into consideration, we see that this is a very, very bullish context. We are in balance, and buyers did come in at the balance area low. So going forward, we still want to trade within our balance rules, that if we break out of balance, we could see some acceleration, or we could see a break out of balance and fail back into balance, or we could remain in balance. So a nice tight narrow range like this can usually lead to trends when we break, because there's going to be a lot of stops building above and below this balance area. So if we get a break higher, which is pretty likely considering that all trends do remain up, we could see a trend move higher. So something for you guys to consider going forward in the next coming sessions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Best of luck with your trading, and I'll see you in the next video.